Nick, thanks for the thumbs up over there on Rumble and starting the show, bro. Way to go. Heck yes.
Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself.
Huh. Crispy Cat, Dabs for Days, Michael Haskey, Beastland Enoch. Hey, haven't seen you in a while, buddy. What's up? I don't know what's up with the fire today. Oh, I know what it is.
Fuck you, Michelle Bachman. Fuck you.
There we go.
Fuck you, fucking Levi's jeans.
That should help. Oh, good, Beastland Enoch. Awesome, buddy. Heck yeah.
It starts with an L.
Hello, Trendies! Trendy Nate reporting in live from Orlando, Florida. Home of Jenny has Dabs and all things trendy. We'll find me and you and hashtag Trendies on all forms, sources, and sorts of social media, especially on Rumble. If you're not watching from Rumble, you're not fully supporting the show or free speech. So don't watch from YouTube and don't watch from Facebook. Come to Rumble. That's where you should be watching from because they're the only ones that give us free speech. Rumble.com/user/Nate's Garden or download the Rumble app on your phone now. Make an account. When you get the email, send the email back to them. Follow my channel and give me a thumbs up on the show. Don't forget the thumbs up. Thanks, guys. So I've got 5 thumbs ups and one of them is me. So if you guys, the rest of you could hit that thumbs up, I would really appreciate that. Thank you for that. Okay, man. So crypto's down. So people are looking to purchase and you want to get in underneath my average buy-in on Bitcoin, which is 37,250. There was a massive drop the last hour. It's just completely, the bottom's fallen out. And I will tell you, I bought before the drop. So I made the mistake. But you don't have to. You can wait, see how low it's going to go, and then you get yourself a little bit. And if you're interested in getting Bitcoin while it's cheaper now than it has been in the last couple of days, let me know in the chat if you're going to buy a little bit, and let me know how much you're going to get. You're going to get $5, you're going to get $1, $10, $100, $1,000. Let me know in the chat what you're going to do. Love to hear from you. I picked some up myself. And then it all dropped. So, it always does. But I do that for you. So I feel the pain, the financial pain, so you don't have to. Let's see what's going on over here. This chat says 0, which I don't believe. Wow, you've all come over to Rumble, huh? We did it. I'm broadcasting to every single one of my channels, and it says there's 0 viewers. That's exactly how I want it. I don't want anybody on Facebook. I don't want anybody watching this from YouTube. I want you all watching from Rumble or somewhere else. You know, you want to watch from Twitter or Twitch, that's fine. You know, Odyssey or DLive or any of the other places that I broadcast to, great. Just don't watch from YouTube and don't watch from Facebook, man. And maybe you'll eventually come on over to Rumble. You know? And let me know if you're having a problem. You're going to get 50, Crispy Cat? You'd like to get 20 of Bitcoins? Why not? Good. Well, you can get it while it's cheaper now than it has been in the last few days. So, you know, we were looking, it was almost at 38. It hit 38 4 or 5 times and then bounced back down. Right? So this is a good time, in my opinion. That's why I bought some. And I popped off a little early. So don't do as I do as I say. And you should make some money too, man. So I hope you guys do get it the good times when it's lower. And I try to tell you when I'm buying so you guys know. I don't want to leave you out in the cold while I'm sitting there, you know, counting fat stacks of Bitcoin. And you're like, well, dude, you didn't tell me when you were buying. There's one thing I fucking hate. It's a podcaster that shows up hours after a purchase and is like, oh yeah, when so-and-so crashed, I bought this, that, and the other. Yeah, where were you while you were buying it? Why weren't you live covering it while you were buying it? And telling your audience in that moment that this is the moment that you're doing it. So I go right on Twitter as I'm purchasing it and I make a tweet. And those of you that follow me and that you turn on notifications for Twitter, you will get that notification when I make that purchase. You should do that. Turn your notifications on Twitter and only follow me. I mean, only turn notifications on for me. And then when that phone dings for Twitter, you'll know it's me. And I might be making a purchase. Or I'm tweeting something interesting and worth reading that you're going to enjoy, I'm sure. Or make you laugh. Or make you smarter. Good. When you guys make your purchases today, let me know how much you bought. And let me know at what price you were given from wherever you're... And let me know where you bought it from. And let me know what your fees were, too. Anybody that's buying today. I got a nice low fee this morning. One of my purchases. And then my second purchase, it was a little more expensive. But I didn't care. Because I know where the market's going. And I watched something this morning and it really inspired me. It was Lark Davis, who I can't stand. Right. But anyway, I digress. I listen to people I can't stand sometimes because I benefit from that. You don't do this all the time. You know, you want to hear. And something he said resonated with me. What he said was... this is an accumulation period. This is the time when people that want to have a whole bunch of Bitcoin that's worth a whole lot of money and maybe sell it and make some cash. This is the time that we're picking it up right now. This is called the accumulation period. So if you're considering accumulating some Bitcoin, you can just pick up a little bit. You don't have to get a lot. Get $5, get $10. Let me know in the chat when you do it. Okay? I'd love to know if you guys decide to purchase at this price. Great. That's it. And, you know, in 5 or 6 months when the halving happens, you know, and the price goes up, you could sell and make some money, or you could hold on to it and make even more. I'd have giving up 30,000 worth of work in the past 2 months. Oh, that's terrible. I was 3% fee, so technically it was $48.50 from Cash App. Yeah, you just bought $50 worth? There you go. There you go. I bought a lot more. And I want you guys to know I'm trying to get 10 Bitcoins together. So I'm working towards that. I might not make the goal, but I want to be close to it. You know, when Bitcoin explodes, I want to have close to 10 Bitcoin. Because if it goes up to 100,000, then I have $1 million in Bitcoin, which would be great. I'd love to be a Bitcoin millionaire. Just in crypto, man. I want to be able to say I've earned $1 million in crypto. I want to be able to call myself a crypto millionaire. And then I'll change my channel name to the Crypto Millionaire. No, I'm joking. Oh. So we're down at 37, which means if I bought right now, it would cost you, I would get in above my average buy-in, which is 37,250. They would get me probably above that, or very close to it. Nah, you know what? No, I'd probably be a little under my average buy-in if I bought from Cash App right now. So, this is it. This is the purchase point right here for me. This is my purchase point. This is my average purchase point. This is where I'm the most comfortable putting my money in, obviously, over time. But we'll see what happens. No idea where we're headed right now. We just had this big drop on the chart. Let me refresh the page and see what that looks like. What about it?
What do you want me to do with it? Are you finished with it?
I mean, you could put it back in the fridge if you want.
You're going to eat it if I put it away?
Thank you. Yeah, so the chart recharted. It's not doing what it did a second ago, so it doesn't look anywhere near as bad as it did. It corrected. So that's why I refreshed the chart, because it looked horrible, man. It was just a straight drop down. I was like, I don't know, man. I don't think it's that bad. And it's not. It's not. It's not bad at all. But it's a good place to purchase. This is my purchase point, you know. So that's what I'm doing. Is I'm telling you, I'm being completely transparent and open with you guys, and not trying to go over on you, and not trying to make money off you or anything. I'm just telling you, this is when I wanted to purchase it, and I just want you to know that too. That's it. No pressure on y'all. Whatever. Why do you could say fuck you to all the people who say it was impossible? Could you say fuck you to all the people who say it was impossible to make money in crypto? I don't think anyone's ever said it's impossible to make money in crypto. I mean, I think there's a lot of people who say it's a losing venture, that it's risky, but there's too much evidence that a lot of people have made a lot of money with crypto. So how does anyone say it's impossible? It's just not a factual statement. It's weird. Keith GC says you have to have a lot of money to make money in it. Really? Is $100 a lot of money? Keith GZ, is $100 a lot of money? Because you could make money in crypto, a lot of money in crypto, starting with just $100 and learning how to trade. So you do not have to have a lot of money to make money at crypto. That's a lie. That's just a straight lie. There's plenty of videos out there that will show you how to trade up from a very small amount of money. I mean, you got to learn. You got to learn how to trade. You got to learn the ins and outs of the market. You got to learn the behavior and the life cycle of it. You got to learn what the patterns mean, and you got to watch people that know what they're talking about. But quick money, well, yeah. You want to make money fast. Yeah, it would take a lot of money to make a lot of fast money. But you could build up over a little bit of time. And if you learn how to trade, you could trade pretty quick. But you should watch some trading podcasters that do it and that are successful at it. There's a lot of hodlers out there that disguise themselves as traders. But you find a real trader, you know. Crypto Kid's kind of like in between. He does do shorts. He will short the market. And on that base alone, that means he's trading ups and downs. Me, I'm a hodler, and I'm just an accumulator, and I want to put all of my wealth into crypto. I want to use crypto as my bank. That's it. That's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to put all my money into crypto. When the whole market drops, it's going to suck for me, I guess, you know, if I don't take my money out. Yeah. You can learn how to trade. You can learn how to trade. Get on a trading platform. Watch Crypto Kid. Watch Carl the Moon. Watch some of the traders out there that are doing this. I can't Off the top of my head, I can't name one for some reason. But there are active traders out there, and they will tell you what they're doing. They'll tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to short, when to long. You just have to open up your ears and start clicking on links, guys. If you want to do it, you could just, sit there and wish you had enough money for that fucking weapon that you want in the video game you're playing, or you can make some money on crypto. I mean, some people play games where they pretend they're making money. Like stock market games, growing cannabis games, building, even Pinoy plays that game where he's building stuff out in the woods and surviving and doing, but he's accumulating, right? Think of all the time he spends doing that. For what? To make what at the end of it? To have nothing to show for it. When you play a video game, at the end of it, you've got nothing to show for it. If you play crypto, well, you can have some fucking money, real money that you can use in real life. Maybe you just want to spend the rest of your lives in the video game realm and you don't care about making money. You're very happy and satisfied just sitting there staring at a computer screen all day. But that doesn't work for me. I tried that. It doesn't work for me. I need more. There's more to life than sitting behind a computer screen, man. I spent a lot of time doing that too, doing these shows, and I realize that. Drop it like it's hot, Marty in the house. My mom doesn't like it because she doesn't get it. She's 80 years old as of 2 weeks ago, Crispy Cat. Well, my mom understands that I just made $19,000 off of my Bitcoin that I bought back in January. My mom understands that. I told her that. I'm like, I got $19,000 more that I didn't have before. She's like, okay. She sees that now. That's the value of Bitcoin. If everybody else had bought a whole Bitcoin when I did, and I know you couldn't afford it back then, it was $17,000, but now you'd have an extra $19,000 on top of the $17,000. I have no intention of pulling Bitcoin out. I'll give you guys here, and the little bit that I pull out, I just send you all. That's it. But I have no intention of cashing out. Nobody can ever tell you how trying to steal money from anyone when you have been actually giving. Oh, I got you. That no one can say that I'm stealing money or that I'm using my audience to profit off of them, because what I do is I actually give them. I see, because I'm giving you guys crypto. Right. Yeah. That's okay, Crispy Cat. Sentences are like reading broken English. That's okay. I would love to learn how to trade. I'm going to have to research how to do it and take your advice. I bought, Michael, Deerslayer. Hey, Deerslayer, I bought more the other day, but I'm going to let it sit for a while. Yeah, Deerslayer, that's what we do. Let it sit. Don't even look at it. Just ignore it for a while, man. When the first time you get into the market, it's the best thing you can do is just buy it and ignore it. Because if you buy it and you don't ignore it, you can get wrapped up in it before you know what to do, what you're doing. Good morning, Queen B1. I bought more the other day, but I'm going to let it sit for a while. Cryptos are us. Crypto. There's a fuckload of people, but they use a lot of technical words that are confusing. Buy here at Nade's Garden. Nade can put it in simple terms that the majority of people can understand. Yeah, I don't want to confuse anybody with technical jargon. Absolutely not. I know that can scare you off. That's an $8,000 job. Yeah, it's crazy, man. You rely on your truck for that job. Yeah, I understand. All right, well, let's get into the other portion. We've talked about the crypto. Now, wow, we are dropping, guys. 36,898. Hey. Luce is wearing some big old hoop earrings. They look great with her short hair. All right, so now for those of you who didn't know Lusta before, she used to have super long dreadlocks. Super long, and then she just cut her hair. She cut it all off. And she looks great both ways. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. God, this cannabis smells so delicious. Melty, melty love on the end of my dabber. Melty, melty love on the end of my dabber. What? That doesn't sound right. Okay. Down almost 200 from the start of the show. Yeah, right? It's dropping, guys. It's why is it drop? Because I bought a whole bunch. When I buy it, it always drops, man. I always buy it the worst time. I don't know why this happens to me. But at least I tell you, man, and then you know, you're like, oh, Nay bought, that's good. That means it's going to drop. I'll wait an hour or two, and then I'll buy. I'll get in under Nay. Yup, as you should. And if that's what works for us, and if that's what we have to do, I don't care if I'm the one that's getting screwed while you guys are getting over on me. I want you to. Seriously, I want you guys to do way better in crypto than I'm doing. So pay attention to my tweets, man. Follow me on Twitter. It's at Nay's Garden. And turn on your notifications for Twitter so you get those in real time. Or just check Twitter every few hours, you know. And definitely go through my tweets because they're obviously not going to pop up even if you follow me. They're not going to pop up in your feed. You're going to have to go to my at Nay's Garden channel, I think. Because Elon's scared of me. What day say? Monday. So the market should take off because it's a Monday. It's early, right? It's it's not 9 a.m. yet. So let's just wait for 8 East Coast 9. See if them big spenders up in New York City start buying some Bitcoin today. There's a lot of good, exciting news in the crypto realm, so. And I purchased some altcoin too, guys. I got some more synthetics, SYN. Just so you know, I got some synth. It was down. So I got it while it's down. It was down to like 340. I saw it all the way up to 380 like 2 days ago. So I'm like, ooh, it's down. Time to acquire some. Because Celsius stole all my synthetics. So that's gone forever. So I have to try if I want some synth in the future, which that's supposed to do really well. It's got a good technology behind it. And also be looking at Solana and be looking at Cardano. I would be checking Cardano and, of course, Polygon Matic. Okay, let's do 25. 25. We should be fine at 25 minutes into the show. Hey, hippie chick. Hello. Hypocrite pattern. Cheers, everyone. All right, cheers. If you're watching over from any other channel, you guys, come on over to Rumble. Here's a link in the chat. Come join us on Rumble because that's where the community has moved to. You might as well see what everybody's saying and be able to get all the information there, see how many people are watching and all that stuff. Let's see if we can get that other chat up on screen. Here we go. Okay. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, everybody. Looks like your wall's on fire. Hope nobody calls the fire department on you. They see that through the window. $36,890. Oh my goodness. I think it's going to keep dropping. Oh. 36,885. Oh my goodness, it just dropped 15 bucks. No, 5 bucks. 10 bucks. Holy shit. How low is it going to go today? I don't know. They're saying that there's a rising wedge pattern and it's supposed to be a shoot upwards, but you know, I don't know which chart that was. I don't know. I guess on the 1 month chart. I don't know. $36,888. I'm here for the dabs, really. Trendy Orca, we do not call it X. We call it Twitter. Okay? What are you, sucking Elon's dick now? You're going to use his words? What, are you going to start calling cannabis marijuana too, bro? Really? You just called Twitter X? You're using Elon's name? The guy who redesigned the charging port on Teslas so they couldn't be charged anywhere else except on a Tesla charging port, that's the guy whose word you want to use? That's the guy who you want to promote? We call it Twitter, Orca. Your apologies are accepted. Your show is as close as I have got to having a smoke in 3 months after losing my license for 12 months for failing a THC test while driving here in the UK. Have had to stay clean for 3 months to get my license back in February. Really sucks. Ryan Webb. It's so stupid. What, you're living in like a Nazi Germany type place, dude. You just can't live your life. Nay Trendy is Dabbers at Nay's Garden. Thank you, Randy. Michael Allen Cooper. Hello, I made it over a year of not watching the streams. A year? Over a year? Did I used to have long hair last time you watched? The only X is X-rated things we would do to Elon. Crispy. I think somebody should buy Twitter from Elon and name it and rename it Twitter. Change the name back to Twitter. That would be hilarious. And you know what? I guarantee you whoever did that would make so much money because all the advertisers would come back. All the advertisers who boycotted Twitter, and there's a lot. And bro, when you look now and you see who's advertising on Twitter, it's all Chinese startups, Chinese startups, Chinese startups, Chinese startups. Every single advertisement is a Chinese startup. I mean, well, I block them all. So actually, it might not be the case But that's all I see now because I block every ad on Twitter. Block. We'll never see that one again. Never see that one again. Never see that one again. But they're relentless. There's so many ads. Holy shit. I just cut my hair. The flower. Yeah, move out of the UK, man. Come to the United States. Immigrate. Immigrate to the United States, bro. Move to a legal state. You know, Colorado, California, a place where you can grow your own, preferably. I mean, we could look at the previous support, but I remember 36.6. So I know if we go down to 36.6, I know we're going to hit a good level of support there, and if we don't bounce up, down goes Frazier. Shit, I got a DUI because it was in my system while I was driving too. My license for a year. Michael Haskey. I have thus been educated to always call it Twitter. Did you hear Ireland came together and protested about all the immigrants? Yes, I did, Crispy Cat, yes. Definitely. Okay. Bad, okay. 100% thinking it, Ryan Webb. I'm in a better environment. Hell yeah, Ryan. For my mental health because I wanted to end it all before graduation. Michael Allen Cooper. Holy moly. Are you saying, Michael Allen Cooper, are you saying while I'm confused about what you're saying. I'm in a better environment for my mental health. How and why are you in a better mental environment for your mental health? Better environment for your mental health? Explain that. I'm kind of curious. Michael Allen Cooper, because all you said was you weren't watching streams. What changed? Was it school was putting too much pressure on you? Bro, if I buy a little Bitcoin right now, it'll drop. I should do that. Should I drop it so everybody can buy in at like... Nah, it's too expensive for me right now. I want it to go lower. I don't want to be the catalyst. Bullying and harassing at work and school. God, Michael. Hey, Tula. You got blocked because I politely asked a person to call it cannabis instead of the W word on Twitter. Yeah, I've been blocked by many people for the exact same thing, but I'm never polite about it because, dude, whether you're polite or rude, they're gonna block you regardless or be dicks about it. So I'm just rude right from the beginning because you're already disrespecting my cannabis when you call it weed. You're already a fucking liar. You're lying to me when you call it weed. You're a fucking liar. You lied to me. You just called it weed. It's not useless. That makes you a fucking liar. So I don't have to be nice to you. You're a fucking liar. You know better. You know, you've heard people call it cannabis, and the fact that you're too fucking lazy to find out why they're using that word, that's on you. Fuck them. Fuck them. I mean, once you know, you know. You know, once you learn, why go back? Why go back to being a racist? Why go back to being disrespectful of cannabis? Why go back to being a liar? Why go back to disrespecting the people that use cannabis? You know, calling them potheads and stoners. You know? Why go back to that? Once you learn it, oh, it means you're ignorant. It means you can't learn. Fuck them. Orca, fuck them. I'm sure you were very polite and you made perfect sense, and people just get butthurt over the truth, bro. You know how many people I've left butthurt off of this show? I'm just gonna put a number out there. I'm gonna guess probably 30 or 40,000 people have come to the show, heard me calling it cannabis, engaged with somebody over them using the word weed or pot or dope or marijuana or reefer, you know? And then they're like, oh no, fuck this guy. That's ignorant. I'm going to go smoke my weed. That's ignorant. Okay, fine. I'm sure it's in the tens of thousands of people. I'm sure. I don't give a fuck. At some point in their pathetic life, they're going to realize they're wrong and I'm right. You know, cannabis deserves all the respect we can give it. And just simply by calling it correctly by the correct name, we're doing it a huge service. You know, just by going out of our way a little bit for it. It's gone out of its way for us since we were able to smoke it, right? Give thanks. Show respect. We show respect to the family. We're showing some respect to the family. Why does it do this? That's full screen, right? We should do this. A little bit more symmetrical, so to speak. We need the symmetry. See, this is a problem. This is a problem. I don't know how to deal with this. Oh, maybe it's because I can't see the... Oh. There we go. There we go. Oh, that's good to have 4 screens sometimes, I guess. Holy shit. I've got... Just saying. Those are words that haters call it, and the people they refer to using those words are not true medicated. Well, they're innocent. Michael Haskey when they use those terms, just like all of us were, until they're educated. A lot of those people aren't educated yet. They're innocent until they learn, until someone tells them, marijuana's got racist origins. It's a racist word. And when you use the word marijuana, you're being a racist. Because that's what a racist does. They use racist terminology. It's part of being a racist. Oh my God, how many times have you heard me say that, though? I wish Jack Harrer was here, man, to keep carrying that torch. He was unapologetic and had so much energy and devotion to cannabis. I couldn't believe what that representative from True Leave was saying about, it'll be good if the federal government takes cannabis off of Schedule 1 because then we'll be able to make so much more money. She literally said it just like that. In fact, I've got it right here. Let me just read you that one statement. Ooh, sophisticated media reporting in, of course. For your entertainment value, I'm reading you something. Of course, here, just let me find this. This says, legalizing recreational marijuana is one of the biggest single catalysts for the industry, she said. Reclassification from a Schedule 1 drug with no medical value to a Schedule 3 drug alongside drugs like Tylenol with codeine is the other factor that will crack the market wide open, she said. Anyway, that's the representative for Truly. She's the CEO, Kim Rivers. True Leave CEO, Kim Rivers. That's what she said. It's got nothing to do with your health. It's got nothing to do with making people's lives better. It's all about her making more money. And that's it. The industry is already spoiled beyond, you're not getting it back. It's just like everything else. Politics, freaking energy supply, every other corporate driven, form of commerce. It all goes the same route. Greed. And it's disgusting, and I freaking hate it. I hate the greed. What makes the word marijuana racist? The word marijuana was invented by a guy, an American, named William Randolph Hearst. Okay? William Randolph Hearst was the driving force behind getting cannabis criminalized across the whole planet. It's because this one dude was dumb and greedy and couldn't figure out a way to work with hemp. Instead, he decided to fight hemp by, this massive campaign to make cannabis into this evil drug. And doctors were using it at the time, and they were having really good results. They all had cannabis oil in their bags, and doctors were using it. And this motherfucking racist cunt found a word that sounded like the word that's used today and just kind of edited it into his own word and made the word marijuana the way you see it today and put his own definition of it, cannabis. But wait, cannabis, the word, already existed when referring to cannabis. It was already called cannabis. He changed the fucking name. So the very man, the cunt who got it fucking banned, he's the guy who made the word. And everybody who uses that word, they echo him, his ignorance and his racist. And he used that word because it made the Mexicans out to be evil. Rapists. Where's that sound? Who does that sound like? They bring their worst. They bring their rapists. Holy shit. Donald Trump is today's William Randolph Hearst. There you go. You're welcome. So I'm all like, fuck William Randolph Hearst. Fuck his word. I'm going to use the correct word. And, he also liked the word weed. He called it the devil's weed. And he helped produce a movie called Reefer Madness. Randy and Tula, why don't you come over to Rumble? And all of you, come to rumble.com/user/Nays Garden. Watch from Rumble, guys. Download the Rumble app. Download the Rumble app. Watch from Rumble. Come to Rumble. Give me a thumbs up. How many thumbs ups can I get on the Rumble? If I get 10 thumbs ups, I might get more notifications sent out. Maybe. I don't know. Is anybody getting notified from Rumble? When did you? Everybody tell me in the chat if you got a Rumble notification. And when that Rumble notification came through. Woody Harrelson did a documentary on cannabis that was great. Deerslayer comedy for sure. That movie is classic comedy. Right, Deerslayer. Play it faster. No, play it faster. Play it even faster. Play it even faster. Play it even faster. It says 15. Yeah. Deerslayer says no. No notifications. Thumbs up, Mike Lasky. It says 8:16 a.m. You got a notification? 8:16? That's probably when I went live, man. Yeah. You got one right when I went live, Frisbee Cat. Nick says right when the show started. Good. You guys got those timely notifications. Excellent. I hit the thumbs up. When I see YouTube, I come here. Well, we got over 10 thumbs up, so I'm assuming more notifications are going to go out. But maybe all the notifications went out. So that's great. I wonder how many people have notifications on for Rumble, Dude, we got a huge recovery happening right now, 36.7. So, was 36, what did it get down to? 36. It got down to 36.8. 36.8. And it bounced up. I could have bought it 37 if I had bought it that moment. A little under my average buy-in. Oh, but, you know, my Bitcoin's in profit now. My overall Bitcoin. Finally, when I go to my... Well, maybe not right now. Maybe not now. Well, let me look. Right now it's negative $1,888 across all of my Bitcoin holdings. And on here it says $314,000 in Bitcoin holdings. So it has to go up for $2,000. It would have to go up $300. When Bitcoin goes up $300 or so, I'll be probably in positive. My synthetics is doing worst, and my Sol is doing best right now at 26.8% on my Sol, my Solana. I bought Solana at $24, $25. I'm sure I told you guys when I did. It was a long time ago. I bought some Solana. I bought 50 Solana. They were 20. It was expensive. It was like $24 each. You know, I was watching it when it was 11, and I knew there was a lot of buzz around Solana, and I was like, and I didn't buy any at $11. I waited until it got all the way up. It went way up, and then it dropped down to 24, and I was like, I'm getting it now. Because Solana's got the potential to go way up, so it's an active blockchain, and there's a lot going on with it. It's SOL. So that's good that my Sol's doing good. Nothing else in profit here. Solana, $629 in profit. Nothing else is in profit. I love it. We're at that moment, you know, that we've been waiting for, where the market's finally going to go. My Bitcoin, because tonight is $18,900 in profit. So that's good. That one Bitcoin I bought, $18,900 in profit. I bought a Bitcoin and then Bitcoin doubled. All right, have a good workout. Love you. Drive safe. I just finished my kafef. I got two kafefs here. Empty. Empty. And I'm sad. Happy 710. Cheers. And I'm sad. And I'm sad. Dude, we just dropped down again, 36,888. It's dropping. What's going to happen? Is it going to go lower? It's going to go lower. It's going to go lower. It's exciting. How low is it going to go? completely reversed the recovery that it just did. Why are you sad? I'm sad because my coffee cups are empty. My coffee cups are empty and I'm sad. My coffee cups are empty and I'm sad. Don't be sad. Make more coffee. Okay, Queen B1. I will. I will make more coffee. How about I bring up a video for you to watch while I'm making the kafef? Let you guys watch some of that Lark Davis video that I... Oh, wait. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Bitcoin's about to collapse.
Hey Crypto Kids, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be jumping into the price of Bitcoin, looking at a couple of different charts because, well, Bitcoin is seeing a reversal from the resistance line of this ascending triangle, and on top of that, we can see here that there's actually a very strong correlation to another point in Bitcoin's past. Now, we'll also look at a macro chart, which is very bullish in the macro long-term scape, and finally, ladies and gents, we're also going to be jumping into some on-chain analysis and some more data, guys. So for all of that and much more, make sure to stay tuned until the end of this video. I had an awesome weekend, but now we're back to the charts. We're back to Bitcoin because Bitcoin is moving. Ladies and gents, I'm Crypto Kid, and let's jump in to the video. So first thing is first, I want to talk about Bitcoin, right? So let's talk about Bitcoin's price. Now, Bitcoin, we saw a break above this ascending triangle, and I took the risk of opening a long position with low leverage and a stop loss at around here. So I took that risk because really, if Bitcoin did break above, I did believe that $42,000 could be possible, even though that in the midterm we are expecting a little bit of a drawdown towards, towards a lower level, because we can see over here that I use 3-period moving averages, and they are from the 7, 30, and the 3, right? They make up a system called Consensio. And we can see here that the short-term moving average is starting to kind of swivel towards the downside, just like we saw back here on the 6th or the 30th of August in 2021, and that could lead towards a drawdown to very critical level of support, which then Bitcoin can continue pumping towards the upside. So I think the exact same scenario is happening here. Bitcoin may have an intermediate drop towards the downside back to maybe not the 31, but potentially the 34K level, and I will show you why 34K is super important. And guys, remember, in the previous video,
that's a hell of a drop, guys.
For $34,000. That's going to be like my very good entry point, and I did that over on Bitflex. So guys, by the way, if you do want to be trading Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies, you can head over to the link in the description below to still sign up with Bitflex, because you can still get a chance to winning 1,000 USDT. It is currently, you still have 3 days and 18 more hours to potentially win the 1,000 USDT. And I know it says Black Friday, but it's not Black Friday anymore. It's the Cyber Monday sale. So if you sign up to TradingView, you can still get a chance to, of course, take advantage of these promotions going on with TradingView for Cyber Monday. But back to what I was discussing about. So let's go back to the chart. I was saying that I think Bitcoin can have a drawdown to the 34K level. And the reason being is, if we have a look at the total liquidation heat map, there's around $1.5 billion worth of liquidations at the 34K. So if Bitcoin draws down to 34K, all of these massive liquidations will also be triggered. And looking at a shorter scale time frame for Bitcoin, now we can actually change how this pattern.
Dude, that doesn't give us a reason. What he just said didn't even make sense. Did you guys catch that? So let's go back and listen to him say that one more time and see if you can make this make sense. Listen to what he says.
But back to what I was discussing about. So let's go back to the chart. I was saying that I think Bitcoin can have a drawdown to the 34K level. And the reason being is if we have a look at the total liquidation heat map, there's around $1.5 billion worth of liquidations at the 34K. So if Bitcoin draws down to 34K, all of these massive liquidations will also be triggered. And looking at a shorter scale time frame for Bitcoin,
I mean, how is that a reason? It's like he says he's going to tell you the reason it's going to do it, and then he goes, if it goes down here, this will happen. What? Did that make sense to any of you? Let me know in the chat. Let me know if that made sense to any of you.
now we can actually change how this pattern is looking like, because it's no longer an ascending triangle, because the resistance line, it has been broken, and we're back inside. So now it's actually an ascending wedge, and ascending wedges are unfortunately a bearish pattern. So that could give us a target of around $34,000. Now, guys, by the way, like in terms of breakouts, fake breakouts happen all the time. I get this question asked a lot, also in my trading seminars. How do you manage fake Bitcoin breakouts like the one we saw? Well, basically, the thing is, with Bitcoin, I like to take risks, and with that risk, I put a stop loss, which
get my coffee. I'll be right back.
Then I'm not too bothered about it. But eventually, right, you're going to be right with the breakout. So at that point, hopefully that should cover all your losses and make you a lot more money. So that's how I treat fake breakouts personally. But it is something that I struggled with when I was a beginner, and it's completely normal. It is something that goes on. But of course, I got to make my daily mention of orange juice. Orange juice is still very high in price, and yeah, it is pretty crazy how orange juice has been doing. But I want to jump into a more of a macro chart. Wyckoff is still in play if Bitcoin draws down to 31K, but let's see how we hold up 34K in the upcoming days. If we hold 34K, then Wyckoff I don't think will play towards, I don't think it will play, but 34K is very important. Now I want to look into a macro chart for Bitcoin. So in the macro, yes, in the intermediate short term, we are bearish on Bitcoin. But once we have a look at the overall monthly chart, Bitcoin is incredibly bullish, because we're seeing all of these parabolas forming, coming towards
coffee time.
So these are called parabolas, and all of these parabolas cause massive price movements towards the upside once we measure it from the lows of Bitcoin. And look at that. So now we're coming towards the fourth halving of Bitcoin.
He says,
and we're already
dude,
forming this.
he says halving, and I'm like, bro. Yeah, there's an L in the word half, but you don't pronounce it. You don't say halve. And you've heard everyone in your lifetime say halving. Why are you saying halving? It doesn't make sense. Stop saying halving, you fucking idiot. Hey, Stick, what's up?
This parabola.
I'm not playing COD right now.
We retrace down to the 31K, which is the same level that we've been discussing right over here. So 31K is possible, and that would actually create a very coincidental, drop to parabola support.
I don't even know what he just said. Coincidental.
That's the maximum level. If we go down below this parabola,
coincidental.
So that's like the same with the Willy Woo chart that I showed in the
I
previous
can't even
video.
keep up with his mispronunciations anymore, man.
$30,000. So I don't think it will go below $30,000. So 31K is possible, but if that happens, I still believe that Bitcoin will massively go towards the upside. And if this 31K drop happens too, as you guys know, I have many active orders on Bitflex to continue buying up Bitcoin. But ladies and gents, that's pretty much it for the Bitcoin technical analysis. Now let's go ahead and look at the news. So let's have a look at this. This is actually pretty funny. So
there goes the drop, 820.
So Jim Cramer is very famous for his Bitcoin calls in the sense that whenever he says,
remember, I told you, watch for 36.6 to see a point of support here.
Bitcoin or sell Bitcoin,
we're approaching
it does the complete opposite almost every single time. So let's have a.
He's always wrong. I know Jim Cramer's always wrong.
Funny video.
He's always wrong about everything.
I just wanted to know what your your feelings are on Clean Spark, CLSK?
If you like Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin. That has always been my view. And for a while I liked it, and I decided, well, you know what, that money's been made. But I was premature before. When you make a lot of money, there's something back. Let's go to John in Texas. John.
So there you can see that Jim Cramer is saying that if you like Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin. But we can see here that back on December 5th. Jim Cramer advised investors to sell all crypto investments when Bitcoin was just trading at $17,000.
And that's when I was buying it.
$50. And since then, Bitcoin has rallied 118%.
You guys, that was my buy-in for Bitcoin was 17,150. This is so fucking funny. I did the exact opposite that Jim Cramer did, and now I've got $19,000 extra Bitcoin.
So the inverse Cramer ETF is still very, very much profitable, ladies and gents. So that is very nice to hear. Now, the second bit of breaking news is, of course, the Binance situation. Let me give you some updates on that. So the new CEO, this is from the new CEO, Richard Tang. He said that Binance is just a 6-year-old company. It's relatively young, and by measure, in human terminology, it's a child preparing to go into early school. So it's kind of out of that startup phase, and he's saying here that they want to, become more of a financially institution targeted exchange. So over here, he wants to grow the 5% of their market share that they have in terms of, financial institutions that use Binance as an exchange to around 20%. So institutional money causes the share of individuals owning crypto to swell to 20%, it is said on this article from fortune.com. So that is very interesting. I found that very, very interesting, to be honest. And I guess they're going to be more focused on institutional clients rather than retail investors. Now, an on-chain data I want to show is that, which I found pretty cool, we can see that the long-term holders are rising for Bitcoin and the short-term holders are decreasing. As a matter of fact, we can see that more than 83.6% of the Bitcoin supply is now in profit and that the whales are actually accumulating. So that is pretty interesting in my opinion, that the whales are accumulating at these prices and that we're still in the transitory stage between bear and bull market. So we're still in that transitory stage, and soon we may switch into that bull market territory if we look at the on-chain analysis for Bitcoin. Now, we also have some important economic events coming up this Friday where the Fed Chair...
I taught him how to say important, and I'm so proud of myself for doing that. Do you guys hear that? Let's hear that one more time.
Stage between bear and bull market. So we're still in that transitory stage, and soon we may switch into that bull market territory if we look at the on-chain analysis for Bitcoin. Now, we also have some important economic events coming up this Friday where the Fed Chair Powell will speak. Of course, if he is hawkish, markets
36.7. Holy shit.
Then the S&P can
watch for 36.6, guys.
The upside. So that is not bad whatsoever. Ladies and gents, I am also hiring. So if you go to the description below, you can actually find this link here, which if you
Bitflex. I wonder if Bitflex is available for Americans. Oh. It won't let me. Oh, that's weird. It won't let me scroll down. United States isn't listed. Dude. You can't get a Bitflex account if you're in the United States. Wow. You'd think you would tell people that. When you try to scroll down, it keeps going back up for some reason. I don't know if I've got something pressed somewhere it's doing that. But it doesn't matter because you can't do it. I confirm that I'm not a resident of or located in the United States of America. There's a thing you have to check. Isn't that funny? Wow, dude. It's bullshit. All right, it went back up, 36.8. Wow. Is it going to go down to 36.6? I guess is the next big question. Hamas renounced violence. Yeah, sure they did. Right. Renounced. Come on, dude. Dude, are those Iranian drones? Hezbollah's got drones that are blowing up Israeli tanks, and I wonder if those are from Iran.
Weapons today is such that tanks are very vulnerable, and if you send 50 tanks in a massed attack against a well-entrenched enemy who has access to a wide variety of weapons designed to kill tanks, you're probably going to have 50 dead tanks. But if you take those 50 tanks and you break them down into smaller packets and you provide significant suppressive fire, you move forward infantry who can suppress anything local. The tanks come in support of the infantry and take out targets of variety ranges with their main and you back them up with electronic warfare to jam any drones as they come in. There's a place for a tank. The tank has utility on the battlefield. Tactics have to change in accordance with the weapons. You know, there was a time when massed infantry assault was considered to be the way to go. Then the machine gun got invented, and it was like, nope, we don't want to do that. But that didn't mean the infantry went away. So I think you're going to see that tanks, the employment of tanks will have to be adapted to the new reality of the battlefield, which is being done right now. Drones have taken over. I am looking forward to the opportunity when Russia finally publishes, and I'd like to see Ukraine do it as well, because the Ukrainians have made innovative use of drones as well. The Russians, have to contend with these first-person view drones that the Ukrainians have put out, and the Ukrainians have employed some American loitering drones, kamikaze drones. But I think the Russians, together with the Iranians, have taken it to a whole new level. And I can't wait until they start publishing how they've taken what in many cases was a local innovation, meaning that the Russian Ministry of Defense hadn't come up with a formal drone strategy, especially these first-person drones. and suddenly they've made units where these first-person drones are actually employed as part of their maneuver concept. As the infantry moves forward, these drone units come in and employ their drones who hunt down the enemy, who suppress artillery, who take out tanks. I can tell you the United States isn't doing that right now. There's no one doing that effectively.
Game changer. Changes. I'm sorry, I hit
Hey, Porta Johns, I'm glad you randomly checked Rumble. Follow me across all my channels to get more notifications. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, DLive,
I think the West
Odyssey,
is far behind. I would hope that somewhere in the United
Kick,
States,
and turn notifications on for all of those.
The Marine Corps has taken
also follow me on Twitter
a battalion
and on Truth
encouraged
Social,
that
Nays
battalion
Garden.
to develop drone utilization.
No, I do not want to play Modern
tactics,
Warfare 3.
Write up a new doctrine about it, and then we get those in the Marine Corps, because this is the new way to fight. You have to have these drones, or else you're at a huge disadvantage.
All right. My mistake. Sorry, I had my finger on the game changer button, and for some reason it went down.
You just like to hurt me. That's the bottom line. Yelena, see what he does? See what he does? Yeah.
Game changers. Changes to the game such that the game can never be played the same way again.
All right, Frank from New York. The U.S. and U.K. have carriers in the eastern Mediterranean. If they get involved in the current Israeli-Palestinian conflict, what
cheers.
air defense systems does Hezbollah and their allied forces have to defend themselves with, and how effective do you think they will be? Will these lunatic neocons push to attack Iran?
I don't think Hezbollah has, anything equivalent to the S-300, S-400, surface-to-air missile systems. I think.
No. This is my only question. Does Hezbollah have Iranian drones? That's all I want to know.
What Hezbollah has are man pads, the manned portable air defense system, which can be lethal against airplanes that enter their cone of
uncertainty.
Cone. They may have some additional air defense, but we won't know. Syria has air defense, but I don't know if Syria would extend that air defense umbrella over Lebanon. Iran has air defense, some of which is located in Syria, and it may or not get involved to protect Hezbollah. But the bottom line is, Israel has been bombing the crap out of Hezbollah for some time now. Why do you think suddenly British and American pilots, they're that much better than the Israelis, that an American pilot in an American airplane dropping American bombs is going to be better than an Israeli pilot in an American airplane dropping American bombs?
Right.
Look, Hezbollah understands that it doesn't control the air and it can't contest the air. So what Hezbollah has done what Hamas has done. They've gone underground. And that air ain't going to touch them. So forget these aircraft carriers, forget the airplanes, and keep in mind, too, that what Hezbollah does have is anti-shipping missiles. Now, I'm not saying they're going to be able to get through, but if you fire off a salvo of 15 of these things and one gets through, that's a bad day for an aircraft carrier. If two get through, it's a really bad day. And if three get through, that's all she wrote. So the United States needs to think twice about getting involved in this, but unfortunately we have idiots who think that just because we have the military, we should use the military without any consequences of what that use means.
Well said.
All right, Scott, let's try another phone call.
Wow.
Hey there, you're on with our favorite weapons inspector. What's your question for Scott?
Yes, Scott, I wanted to get your thoughts and analysis on Lloyd Austin's visit to Kiev, and if it has anything to do with conscription, lowering the age to 17, I believe, and raising it to 70. Thank you.
Oh my God, 70?
Perfectly.
God, that's desperate.
Great duration.
I hope Ryan was listening.
That is freaking desperate.
I for one, would be shocked if Lloyd Austin did anything that supported this radical adjustment in Ukrainian age for mobilization. there's no way an American Secretary of Defense could say that's a good thing. So if he was to go in and bring it up, it would be in the, I think, in the context of the fact that you guys have to do this means it's over, it's finished. And I think that was the message that he sent, and many of the Europeans who have been traveling nonstop to Kiev have sent that the West is ready to support Ukraine if it goes into a defensive posture, that the West might be able to come up with sufficient military support to support a defensive posture, but the counteroffensive is over. That the West doesn't have
Okay, 2230. 2230, man.
Empower Ukraine to carry
22.
out
I'm going
the
to
kind of
2220. I'm
meat
going in
grinder
hot.
assaults that it has been doing.
2220. I'm going in hot.
Material, and Ukraine can't
22
get the manpower,
2222.
woman power. I mean, I don't know. Did everybody
Going
see
in
that
hot,
story about
2222.
the 54-year-old grandma, literally, volunteering to go in the military as a drone operator? But still, people need to understand. We just talked about drones. Drone operator is one of the most dangerous jobs in the Ukrainian and Russian military today, especially if you come forward. You're bringing your control thing. If you haven't taken the time to set up a hard line to a remote radio relay station that breaks the signal up, so anybody trying to direction find the signal doesn't come back.
No
on you.
law regarding
If you think,
cannabis or
I've gotta
ventures.
act now, boom, and the enemy DFs you. Bam, you're dead. You're dead. She's going to die. A lot of drone operators on both sides have died. So the fact is, I think Lloyd Austin was telling the Ukrainians it's time to try and find a negotiated off-ramp, an off-ramp through negotiation. The irony is, we can give that advice to the Ukrainians all we want. Russia is the other big party here, the only party that counts. And is Russia in the mood to negotiate with Ukraine, or is Russia just saying,
I love that drone operators get killed. Fuck drone operators. You fucking weasels. Little fucking spineless cunts.
screw it, we won this war, we're going to keep going until Ukraine accepts unconditional terms of surrender? That's the big unknown.
All right, Scott, we have a voicemail message from Karen Logan.
Hello, everyone. I would like to know whether Scott thinks Americans are guilty of committing a Holocaust against Palestinians because they voted for the politicians who use taxpayer money to fund the killings of Palestinians. And what could Americans do now in preparation for the 2024 elections to right this wrong, considering the enormous obstacles an independent candidate must overcome to add party member names to voting papers?
All right, cheerio.
Well, to find them guilty, I think you have to have an element of intent. So we can't just on the surface say that because the government has done something, therefore the people are guilty because they elected the government. Now, if you can find in the election where the government articulated a policy that said we are going to support Israel committing a Holocaustic, genocide against the Palestinians, and the American people went, yeah, that's a good thing. We'll vote for you for that one. Now you got the intent, and you can find them guilty.
Oh my God!
So I think it's hard to say that. What you can say, I think, is that if the American people don't do everything in their power to change that policy, to let it be known that that's not who they are, what they are, that's not what they want our government doing. If they don't do that, if they acquiesce to this, then you can find them guilty by association. So I think that's the direction I'd go on that. And there was a part two to that question that I listened.
I can play it again if you'd like.
Real quick, because I know she asked to follow.
I'd like to know whether Scott thinks Americans are guilty of committing a Holocaust against Palestinians because they voted for the politicians who used
I got it. I
taxpayer
know.
money to kill Palestinians.
I got it. She asked about what can we do about, how do we change it? Because pretty much we have two parties, Republican and Democrat, and each one is populated by idiots that want to continue this policy line. How hard is it to get an independent party up there? Because it's difficult to get everybody on the ballot. Without going into too much detail, what I'll say is this, that a genuine third party candidacy, which, for instance, Bobby Kennedy Jr. is in the process of launching them. There is a way to get your name on all 50 ballots. Hopefully, for his sake, he's doing that. And if you get on the ballot, you can compete. I think this election season will be a competitive election season. Bobby's got other problems. Besides that, stance on Israel is causing a lot of supporters to bleed off, and it's questionable whether or not he'll be able to raise enough money to continue this campaign. But there is a way for him to get his name on all the ballots. It's a difficult process, but if you do enough preparation and you're properly organized, you know how to do it, it can be done. It shouldn't be this hard, though, but unfortunately the Democrats and the Republicans, they sort of control how laws are made in this country, and they do their best to make sure that they're the only two people that get to play the game.
Okay, Yelena, why don't you take a look at the comments that you started and have one or two ready to go. We'll take one more question from folks who've submitted in advance, and then I'll turn it over to you to pick whatever you think is a good question. And for those of you who want to submit something in advance for upcoming episodes, you can do that at scottritter.us. But we will not be doing an episode this week because of Thanksgiving. However, we'll be back next week. Fred from Canada, what would happen if Egypt were to get involved in this war? Would it be challenging for Israel to overcome, similar to the 1973 war? Is this also something likely to happen, given the increasing pressure on President Sisi?
Well, I don't believe Egypt wants a war with Israel. But let me put it this way. If Egypt joined the war, Israel would be sunk. They're overcommitted in Gaza. They're overcommitted. There's not a sufficient reserve to draw upon. And if Egypt put 2 armored divisions on the border and drove towards Dimona, there's nothing that could stop them from taking Israel's nuclear weapons production facility. That's just a statement of fact. There's nothing Israel could do to stop that. When you combine that with if that happened at the same time, Jordan decided to come in and take Jerusalem and occupy the West Bank, there's nothing Israel could do to stop that right now, because the moment they have to divert, they have to empty Gaza, then Hamas reemerges and Hamas will pursue. Or they'll withdraw from the north and Hezbollah will fill that gap and pursue. Israel's overstretched. They don't have enough troops. But I don't think Egypt wants to get involved in that. Egypt is sort of happy with the status quo that existed on October 6th, and they'd like to get back to that. They're not looking for a fight with Israel. But if push comes to shove, Egypt would be more than capable of taking care of the majority of the Israeli defense that could be put up.
All right. What do you got for us, Yelena? These are questions coming in live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
Oh yeah, I found one question, and to be honest, I'm interested in it too. A guy named Malachi asks, do you think Azerbaijan will attack Armenia or Iran? Or is for this war expands? I'm Armenian.
So I think Azerbaijan will attack Armenia or Iran. Well, no, if this war expands, no. I mean, Azerbaijan, right now there's some talk about there's a corridor that people want to create that connects Nakhchivan, which is Azerbaijani enclave, with Azerbaijan, that will cut across southern Armenia. The Zanguzar corridor, I think is what they would call it. And Azerbaijan has talked about making this happen. Iran has said if they do that Iran will probably get involved militarily to prevent that from happening. I think things have calmed down on that front. All parties seem to be promoting what they call the 3+3 negotiations. That's the regional negotiations that include Russia, Turkey, Iran, Georgia, Armenia, Azerbaijan, to talk about how to resolve regional issues. That seems to be a track that is achieving some results. There are people who are encouraging Armenia to make moves towards NATO membership, to break ranks with Russia, to drop out of the CSTO, the Commonwealth State Treaty Organization, or something of that nature. But I don't see either Azerbaijan or Iran making a precipitous move at this time. There ain't enough juice in the lemon to squeeze it that hard. So.
All right, that's good visual. Got anything else for us, Yolanda, or should I move on to a voicemail message?
Or maybe there was one guy, he was very eager to ask for the question and he typed it several times.
Well, why don't you just insert it? Just insert it.
Yeah. What do you think of Kurds in Iraq? This was the one.
What do I think of the Kurds in Iraq? What do I think of the Kurds in Iran? What do I think of the Kurds in Turkey? What do I think of the Kurds in Syria? What I think is that it's very difficult to speak of a viable, independent Kurdish nation that encompasses the totality of all the Kurds in the region. The Kurds are they are condemned by their geography and their history. The Kurds in Iraq have achieved a certain amount of autonomy, but they overplayed their hand, and the Iraqi government made a move and took control of the oil industry in Kurdistan, which had given the Kurds a certain amount of freedom. Also, the Kurds in Iraq are they have problems themselves. They have I believe the PUK, Patriotic Union of Kurdistan, and the KDP, the Kurdish Democratic Party. And they've been fighting each other tooth and nail. They don't get along. Talibani is PUK, Barzani is KDP. They've had a civil war. They fought during the time of Saddam. They've fought since then. They're at odds together now. The KDP
Some of those
is
that
more
work
Western-oriented. The PUK is more Iranian-oriented.
Burn crosses.
So I think
some of those that work forces.
the Kurds in Iraq have a lot of domestic
burn
political
crosses.
problems that they have to resolve.
Some of those that work forces
becoming
are the same that
the
burn
kernel around which
crosses.
a broader
Some of those that work
Kurdish
forces.
republic could be built.
You're the same that
Hi,
burn
Scott.
crosses.
I've got a question for you. I come from a city in Syria called Tartus, and there's a legend, a fairy tale, I don't know what you want to call it. At the first Gulf War, there was a Syrian general, Deep Wahid, his name was, and he was the head of the Syrian special forces that were stationed in Kuwait. And one day, apparently, there was an altercation between him and Norman Schwarzkopf, where Norman Schwarzkopf had ordered the Allied forces and the Syrian special forces
They got you under
in
control.
particular
Now you do
to
what they
attack
do.
into
They got you
Iraq.
under control.
And said,
Now you do what they do. They got you under control. You do what they do.
Position
They got you
Kuwait.
under control.
And
Now you do what they told you.
went from verbal
Justified
fistfights,
those
and
that died
apparently
for wearing a
Norman
badge in the
Schwarzkopf
chosen
ended up with a
white.
black eye.
Those that died are justified for wearing a badge in the chosen white. Those that died are justified for wearing a badge in the chosen white. Justified. Those that died for wearing a badge in the chosen white.
So yeah, can you please confirm or deny
The same that burn crosses.
that happened?
Some of those that work forces.
Being the
You're the
first
same that
Gulf
burn
War
crosses.
and something like that, and Black Eye was
Some of those that work
forces.
forces.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
You're the same that
You were
burn
for Storm and Martin
crosses.
for a time, right?
Some of those
I
that
mean, I
work
was on his staff
forces.
for the entire war.
You're the same that
arrested
burn
me once and he
crosses.
fired me twice. So yeah, Norman and I got along great. Then he gave me a medal. So go figure. What we do know is this, that the Syrians and the Egyptians have contributed a
So now you do what they told
good
you.
sized force, about a division
So now
each,
you do what they
to
told
the
you.
effort.
So now you do
And
what they told
while
you.
they were committed to the liberation
So now
of
you do what they
Kuwait,
told you.
they would
So now
not
you do what
enter
they
into
told you.
Iraq.
So now you do
So
what they got you under
during the
control.
advance,
Now you do what they told you. They got you under
as the
control.
Seventh Corps
You do what they told
peeling
you. They
out,
got you under
which is
control.
basically-
Now you do what they got you under control. Now you do what they told you. Justified. Those that died are wearing the badge and the chosen white. Those that died are justified are wearing a badge and the chosen white. Justified. Those that died are wearing a badge and the chosen white. Those that died are justified are wearing a badge and the chosen white. Come on.
The Seventh Corps and them that could have been exploited by the Iraqis, and so General Schwarzkopf confronted them and said, execute the plan, and they said that they won't execute the plan. That caused a delay in the attack as Tommy Franks had to get his troops to come in and align it, but it didn't matter because at that point in time the Marine Corps, Schwarzkopf had said that he would take the Marines would never reach Kuwait, and we reached Kuwait in less than 3 days with Patrick Kuwait. That was the end of the war. The Marines won the war.
Fuck you, I won't do what
But
you
the
tell
point is,
me.
our point is,
Fuck you, I won't
Schwarzkopf
do
had
what
a
you tell me.
personal
Fuck you,
protection
I won't do
detail
what you tell me.
Had the
Fuck
Syrian
you, I
general
won't
raised
do
his
what
hand,
you
he would
tell
receive
me.
about 5
Fuck
bullets
you,
in
I
a
won't
mass.
do what you
His own
tell me.
personal bodyguard
Fuck
would have
you,
been
I won't
dispatched
do
after
what you tell
he
me.
had international
Fuck
incident.
you, I won't do what you
I
tell
also
me.
know that having
Fuck
seen
you, I
him
won't
in
do what you
Schwarzkopf,
tell me.
at the end
Fuck
of the
you, I
war,
won't do what you tell me.
So I
Fuck
will
you,
tell
I
you
won't
right
do
now
what
that
you
it's
tell me.
100% crap
Fuck you, I
that
won't
a
do what
Syrian
you
general
tell me.
punched him, no matter how
Fuck
much
you,
that
I won't
story
do what you
you
tell
want to
me.
be true. I
Fuck
do
you,
believe
I
there
won't
was
do
a
what you tell me.
confrontation. I do believe
Fuck
that
you, I
Schwarzkopf
won't do
raised
what
his
you
voice,
tell
and I
me.
do believe
Fuck
that the
you, I
Syrian
won't do
recommended
what you
he
tell
wants the
me.
orders from
Fuck you, I won't
Schwarzkopf.
do
I
what
also
you tell
believe
me.
that
Come
General Khalid, the Saudi
on.
commander of the coalition forces, advised Schwarzkopf to back
Motherfucker!
down because he didn't want the Arab component of the coalition to disengage totally. That would have screwed up the whole plan. And that the Saudi general was able to meet with the Syrian and Egyptian generals and get them to move forward in a way that kept pace with the advance of the Seventh Corps. But there was no fist fight. Had there been a fist fight, that Syrian general would be dead. 100% guarantee. Delta doesn't screw around.
Fake news, as we say. The next question comes from Uncle Sweet Potato in Hong Kong. Should a Palestinian state be established? How would you see her borders? Gaza only? Or Gaza plus West Bank? Or Gaza, West Bank and a channel to West Bank? Or Gaza plus West Bank and some Israel settlements? Or occupied territories? By the way, what did the UN resolution in 1947 say about the borders of Palestine and Israel?
There's a lot there. Should a Palestinian state be established? The answer is yes. I don't know if that was part of the question, or if that was just saying should it be established. How would you see your borders to be? I will go with, we'll start not using 47 or 48, so it doesn't matter what did the UN resolution say. I would go with 67, because 67 appears to be the formula that was accepted in the Oslo Accords 1 and 2. And it seems to be the foundation upon which most discussions of a two-state solution are premised today. So it will be 67 borders. One of the things that has to be resolved is how do you connect Gaza with the West Bank? Some of the thinking is that there will be a highway, a dedicated highway built between the two that will be patrolled by Palestinian police and maybe with some Israeli police monitoring to make sure that nothing exits the highway that shouldn't exit the highway. But that's the least of their problems. But I think that's what we're looking at. The 1967 borders with a line of communication, land line of communication, highway that connects Gaza with the West Bank that is controlled by Palestinians.
All right, here's another voicemail message from Wallace in London. Wallace in London.
Hi, Jeff. Hi, Scott. The Ukrainians have crossed the river Dnieper in Kherson. Is this a threat to the Russians or a trap for the Ukrainians? Thank you.
To call it a trap means that the Russians have been encouraging them to do this or wanting them to do this. I don't believe that's the case. What I believe is that that area is a difficult place from a terrain standpoint. You have to keep in mind that the right bank, which is controlled by Ukraine, Ukraine has a height elevation advantage, and so the Ukrainian artillery is up there looking down on the battlefield. So, as you know, the Russians, what they've done is they've tried to pull their forces back beyond effective artillery range, which has created a gray zone. And what Ukraine has done is brought troops into that gray zone to create a bridgehead. These troops, as they arrive, they take 30 to 60% casualties. So for every 10 guys you bring across, 3 to 6 are killed or wounded right off the bat. The ones that land, there's no highway, they have to be resupplied. You can't get sufficient heavy equipment across either. And as they push out, the Russians have created a mobile defense that is destroying them. They engage, they destroy, and they bring in their own artillery, their own air. And there's only a point. There's a point where the Ukrainians outstrip their ability to support by fire, and then they fall under the superior fire of the Russians, and they get killed. So we're in a situation where the Ukrainians are literally throwing away thousands of their well-trained Marine forces into this effort to, the goal of the Ukrainians here, I believe, is to break what they call it's Highway 14. I could be wrong on that number, but they want to go across and split that highway, thereby disrupting the parallel line of communication along the battlefield that might put Ukrainian forces that are on the left side, the west side, in harm's way by denying them logistical sustainability. But there's no way, I believe, that the Ukrainians will be able to do that because they're just getting slaughtered. The Russians have built up sufficient defenses and they have sufficient firepower in place, and the Ukrainians are just putting guys on that bank and then they're getting killed. They tried to do it for propaganda reasons. The fact that you asked the question, I'm not accusing you of being a propagandist. I'm saying that you asked the question, that means that you're aware of the story because people are trying to promote that thematic. But the reality is, it's a non-starter. You can't sustain it. Even if they cross the highway, they have to reinforce that success. Where are the reinforcements coming from? They ain't getting across the river without getting slaughtered. Then as they move up, they're going to get slaughtered. So even if they break it, the Russians will be able to counterattack, push them back, and that's the end of that.
All right. We have a question from Saluki in Florida. Do you expect any country to go up against the Zionists in the U.S., or will the West have their way? And if they know the Zionist regime will not hesitate to use nuclear weapons if they are losing the war, what about the other nations that have the same capabilities in the area? Are they afraid?
I mean, you'd have to ask those nations. I think Israel understands that if they were ever to use a nuclear weapon, that's the end of Israel. Pakistan has basically made it clear that if Israel were to use a nuclear weapon against Iran, that Pakistan would use a nuclear weapon against Israel, and that would be the end of Israel. It's such a small place, 2 or 3 nuclear weapons, and you've basically terminated Israel as a nation state. And the United States isn't going to sit back and just let Israel use a nuclear weapon. That just isn't going to happen.
They're letting them destroy Gaza.
The best thing to do is for Israel to get rid of this nuclear capability so that we don't have to deal with oddball speculation like this. And I'm not accusing the people asking the question about oddball speculation. I'm just saying.
Rage against the machine, man.
No, they're not going to use it. Look, everybody's standing up. The Houthi in Yemen are standing up against them. Hamas is standing up against them. Hezbollah is standing up against them. Iran is saying that they will back Hezbollah. This axis of resistance is unbeatable from their perspective. Israel can't beat them. So I think this is the predicament that we're in, that Israel has pushed this too far. They've turned the world against them. Global public opinion is arrayed against Israel. They've even turned the United States against them. The United States is putting pressure. Keep in mind that Israel said they would never accept a ceasefire under any circumstances. Looks like they're getting ready to accept a ceasefire. Why would they do that? These circumstances aren't going well for them. I think they're being placed on a lot of pressure. And I think their military is more in need of a pause than Hamas is, because they're taking quite a few vehicular losses and they haven't figured out what to do on the ground.
What the hell just happened? What the fuck just happened, man? That is so weird. Why is this on there? That is so weird. I don't even know what's going on there. Okay. Bye-bye. Wait, I'm going to go like this, right? I'm going to go like that and go like that. Oh, not like that. We didn't want to do that. We definitely didn't. That's what we wanted to do. I like more fire and less me. Toast. We're so close. It's not as if we haven't had our share of arguments. It's predictable. He winks acknowledgments. He closes his eyes, push me aside. My hands are badly over on Sundays over and over. Never had the luck of swingers. Feels wrapped around my finger. He's smart. And then this part. Oh fuck, how's it go? Best friend. I gotta learn that part. That whole I didn't. He's my best friend. I forgot how the music goes there though. That's where it goes, yeah. And then I just got to get the next chord. He's my best friend. Best friend. Best friend. $36.9, so it's correcting again. It's formed a double bottom. It's on its way back up. My hands a five-leaf clover on the Sundays over and over. Never had the luck of swinging. Wrapped around my finger. He's my best friend. He's my best friend. Best friend. Best friend. He's my best friend. My best friend. That's hard to sing. He's my best friend. He's my best friend. He's my best friend. He's my best. I wonder which chord that is. He's my best friend. He's my best friend. He's my best friend. My hands are five-leaf clover on Sundays over and over. I never had the luck of swingers. He's wrapped around my finger. He's my best friend. He's my best friend. Where's that freaking chord at? It's the right. Best friend. I'm just singing the wrong note. He's my best friend. He's my best friend. My hands are five-leaf clover on Sundays over and over. Never had the luck, never had the luck of swingers. I was wrapped around his finger. Best friend, he's my best friend. Around his finger, he's my best friend. He's my best friend. So I guess that's it. I was wrapped around. Still sounds out of tune to me. It's all the same. Only the names will change. Still every day it seems we're wasting away. I know the place where the faces are so cold. You could drive all night, just to get back home. 'Cause I'm a cowboy on a steel horse ride, and I want it, dead or alive. Sometimes I sleep, sometimes it's not for days, and the people I meet always go their separate ways. The times I tell the day by the bottle that you drink, the times when you're alone and all you do is think. And I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride, and I'm wanted. Are you guys still listening? sun. I said, it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long and lonely winter. Little darling, it's been so long since you've been home. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun. I said, it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long and lonely winter. Little darling, it's been so long since I've been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun. I said, it's alright. Yes, as I'm working. Okay, Queen Bee 1. Okay, one person's watching, everybody. Cool. One person. Cool. Who's the other 16, I wonder? People are so funny. I ask how many people are watching and shit, and people start leaving. I don't want to say that, I'm here, I'm gonna leave. All right. Cool. That's cool. We'll call the channel the confrontational guitar player. I'll just sit here like this. Yeah, who the fuck are you? Why don't you say nothing in my chat? Yeah, it's kind of lame. Psh, unreal. You got nothing to say? What's wrong with you? You just here for the free music? Whatever. Psh. You're unreal. The insulting guitar player. Yeah, you don't even play guitar? Because you never had the time, right, pal? I heard it a million times. No, I won't give you lessons. Why don't you just watch and learn, pal, Z? Psh, unreal. I made somebody laugh. I made Queen B1 laugh. Hey, look at this. We're back up at 37 again. Look at this. Hey. My hands are over on Sundays over. Never had like those sweeters. Wrapped around me, he's my best friend. He's my best friend. He's my best friend. I still can't figure out that transition. My hands are back over on Sundays over and over. Never had the luck of swingers. Always wrapped around your finger. He's my best friend. He's my best friend. He's my best friend. I don't know. I was wrapped around your finger. He's my best friend. Oh, that's how it does it. I got it now. Watch this. My hands are by me cold on Sunday over and over. I never had the luck of swingers. I was wrapped around your finger. He's my best friend. He's my best friend. He's my best friend. I'm hitting something wrong. He's my best friend. He's my best friend. Yeah, so the first one's I was wrapped around your finger. I was wrapped around your finger. He's my best friend. That's the transition right there. I'm pretty sure I got it now. I have to move from here to here and then walk down to that. He's my best friend. He's my best friend. He's my best friend. Very excited about that thing. I just need to remember it because I learned it last time and I forgot it all. I want to remember that. I want to remember that. Let's figure out where it goes from here to here. My hands are burning on Sundays over. Never had the rock this way. I was wrapped around your finger. In my I don't know, man. I thought I had it, but I don't have it. Oh, it goes. I was wrapped around. Wrapped around your finger. He's my best friend. He's my best friend. That's how it goes. It just goes from here. Yeah, now I got it. Now I'm certainly got it. I mean, I know what the chords are supposed to be, I think, but I still can't figure out how to sing it. Right. It's weird. It's really giving me a problem. That one little part's giving me a problem. Sheets of empty canvas, under sheets of glaze. Somebody once did. Oh, all by the horizon, born down his soul as the earth to the sun. Now the air I've tasted reek has taken a turn. Tattooed everything. I take a walk outside. I'm surrounded by songs and play. Ooh, I can feel their laughter. So I see her. Has been around my head. I'm spinning, oh, I'm spinning. How quick the sun can climb away. And now my bitter hands create a broken glass of what was everything. All my pictures have all been washed in black, tattooed everything, all that love gone bad, turned my world to black, tattooed all I'd see, all I am, all I'll be, yeah, ooh, ooh, ooh. I know someday you'll have a beautiful life. I know you'll be a star, but it's somebody somebody else's skies. Why can it be mine? Yeah, yeah. Give me a thumbs up if you're still listening. How about that? Yes, 17 thumbs ups. Can't beat that. Hey, Pinoy, what's up, buddy?
Chillin'. I was just in here listening to you jam out.
guitar's got so much good sound in it.
This sounds excellent.
I'm fucked up, man. Whatever. I'm done. I'm so done. I figured if I sat here and play guitar, I'd be alright, but I'm not. I'm still wasted. That OG Kush fucked me up. And now I gotta go outside and fuck with the creek. And that's what I'm gonna have to do. I have to work this buzz off. Because it ain't going nowhere sitting here with Pinoy saying, hey, let's get high and smoke. Do some smoking and dabbing and smoke some. Because I can't. I'm done. I'm done. Pinoy. I don't know where Pinoy went. We lost. Oh, he's got his mic up, I bet. There he is. You got your mic up?
Hello?
Oh, there you are.
No, my mic stopped working for a second. I didn't know what to do.
Oh. I'm too high, bro. Look at me. I'm a disaster.
I was just about to say it's time to get high, man.
I knew you were. That's right. I gotta go.
I got a new slide for the bong.
Oh.
Got to, man. Maiden voyage, baby. Let's go.
Oh, no, I'm not smoking, but you are. I'm not gonna stop you
Come
from
on,
that.
let's go. Come on, chat.
Yeah,
Tell 'em,
no,
let's
there's
go,
no
let's
chat,
go.
bro. There's no chat here. I ran him off with my guitar skills, my elite guitar skills. Dude, you should not be see-through. I think we should have you in them. No, there we go. I can see that. Cheers, bro. This new slide, everybody. His new slide. Yes, yes.
Oh, she's a doozer.
So, Crispy Cat. Yes, you guys are great. You guys are great. Nobody else is saying anything in the chat. It says there's 34 people watching on Rumble. And only one person said hello.
He said rumble in the jungle.
Hey, Pinoy, how can there possibly say 34 people and only one person say hello? Crispy
There's
Cat.
a lot of people that watch. I've had a lot of viewers too on Instagram. There'll be like hella viewers on there, bro, and nobody really say shit. They're just there to watch, bro. It's fucking weird.
Dude, I got 17 thumbs ups. Let me refresh it.
Yeah, so there's definitely people in there.
17
Just one
thumbs
person
ups.
can't thumbs up 17 times.
Okay, somebody hit thumbs up and prove to me. Somebody give me out of these 34 people. Somebody hit thumbs up and prove to me that you're there.
You get 28 thumbs ups. 28.
I want to just see it say 18. Someone give me a thumbs up. Make it say 18 thumbs ups. How many thumbs ups do y'all see? I only see 17. Out of 36, supposedly. Steve probably already hit thumbs up. Steve Running's here. Listening to the musical stylings of Nade's Garden.
Oh. Thumbs ups. Dude, you're gaining followers, bro. You got like 800 already.
Yeah. Yeah, 822 followers.
Dude, there's 41 people watch, 42 people watching, bro.
Yeah, how many, and thumbs ups, how many thumbs ups do you see?
18.
18.
Yeah.
I still see 17. Isn't that weird? It's so weird. It's fucking weird.
Dude, I noticed that Rumble, I don't know how it is for you, but for me, when I go live on Rumble, it's literally like maybe like 5 or 6 minutes behind what's really going on. Like
That's really bad.
Yeah.
Why I acting like I'm not here? Why, Tula? I'm not. You said Thims like a long time ago. Hey, Dan. Wait, that was a long time ago that you guys spoke. It's 10:53, you all. I didn't even know Dan Pascarello was here.
Yeah, I told you, dude. Rumble is like.
They're not on Rumble.
Crazy lag.
They're on YouTube.
Oh.
Well, I mean, you guys got to click live.
See the chat now.
In an Instant Pot takes about 6 hours. The Observer 777, you came in and said the exact same thing the other day. What's that? What's that, bro?
I said, so is there a difference when you're on Rumble and you just click your picture versus popping it all the way open? Is it the same feed?
I don't know what you're talking about on Rumble.
Like on Rumble, bro, if I like, when I pop my Rumble up, it automatically has your picture on the left because you're the only person I'm following on there.
Okay.
And I'll click your picture. I love you, buddy. I click your picture, and sometimes it'll just be like, you know, like a YouTube square, and it'll just be playing. Like, you know, I'll click that little YouTube square, and it'll play on the little YouTube square. Versus when I click your actual like video open, and it's the whole screen. Not the whole screen, but like this much of the screen.
And can you see the chat on either of them?
The bigger one I can.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, the littler picture you can't really see.
What browser? What browser are you using?
Google.
Chrome?
Or Chrome, yeah. Should I be using like Firefox or something?
You could try a different browser, but I have a feeling it's going to do the same thing. I don't know what's going on there. I think that it would probably do the same thing for me too, on any browser.
Okay.
It sounds like that's what Rumble does. And I guess you have a choice between how you want to watch it. Inset, right, in a little window, or
yeah.
Or you could watch it.
Like on your actual page. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
On your actual page.
Yeah, on the channel.
Right.
Drewski, no, I do not want to dab. I am too high. I'm not ashamed of it either. I'll tell you, I'm too high. I need my voice to sing, and the more I dab, the harder it is for me to sing. So.
Have you taken some honey today?
No, and I'm already, high. I'm trying to lose weight. I want all that sugar.
Yeah, but at least honey's it's not saturated.
Tell that to Winnie the Pooh, bro. Tell that to Winnie the Pooh. You know what? He's got a big fat belly, and there's a reason for it.
But look, Winnie the Pooh stays one size. He doesn't get any fatter.
He had to get that way somehow, though.
Dude, yeah, honey's good. Honey's good for a lot of singers use honey.
36 guys, are we going down to 36.6? Holy shit! Here comes the drop. What's it gonna do? Oh my God! Is it gonna go down to 36.6? This giant head and shoulders pattern is forming on the 24-hour. Oh my God! Remember, he said it could go all the way down to 34. Crypto Kid. So he put a buy-in at 34,000. But when you do that, it literally takes the money out of your bank and holds it for you.
What?
On Cash App.
Oh yeah. It does.
If you're like, yeah, set me up so if Bitcoin comes down to this price, I want to buy it. Blah blah. It just broke support, guys. 761. If I buy at this price, if it gets to this value, then purchase it for me. If not, then when the time expires, whether you chose a day or an hour, a day, a month, or whatever, when it expires, that money goes right into your Cash App account. It's funny.
Oh, you mean if it never gets to that point?
Yes. If it never buys it after the time expires on your purchase, then it takes the money out of your bank and puts it in your Cash App. And now you've got cash in your Cash App. Which I'm sure it's not expensive to put it back in your bank, but
No, it's only if you got a business Cash App, like I have, where I can, take in I think it's like 75,000 a month. Once you get to that point, it's very little when you switch over. And if you send it as a gift on Cash App, it doesn't charge you, right?
I don't know. I don't know.
And I was looking at this thing on how to learn the guitar, how to play a guitar.
Uh-huh.
And they got like this new AI thing now where it shows you somebody's hand, and strumming the chords, and you can strum along with them as you learn to play the guitar. It's pretty cool how technology is getting, the point that it's getting to these days. Versus back when I was young, when I was, in my teens, early teens, like you literally had to go meet a lady or meet a person to teach you how to do this shit.
Yep.
Teach you how to.
A teacher, uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like a music teacher, but not at school.
Right.
Like an actual,
yeah.
like person.
Right.
Crazy. That one-on-one stuff is over.
How low can it go? You guys want to see the chart? I guess you guys should see the chart. I'm sitting here and watching the chart the whole time.
Wow.
And I'm realizing you guys don't have access to it. I'm not giving you access to the chart, so I should give you the whole shebang. We'll put Pinoy over here. And this we'll put like this. Right. And
31 people watching in the chat, folks. What's going on, guys, out there at Rumble? How are you guys doing out there?
we should I don't know, 36,781. So both Bitflex and Bybit
Looks like there's a lot of volume.
Bybit and Bitflex, neither of them are available for Americans.
Now, are those like better?
Yeah, and we can't use them because we live in the United States.
And there's like no way to be able to do that? You can't even go to like a different browser or whatever?
Yeah, you can. You can break the law and use a VPN and say you're in a different country, like France or something.
Oh, wow.
And then when you go to get your money out, you better not get caught, you know?
Shit. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Because, you know, the money's got to go somewhere. If it goes into an American bank, they're probably going to know.
So you would have to offshore that or something.
Put it into an offline wallet. Move the crypto into an offline wallet.
Like a hard drive? Or
No, it's offline wallet. It's just an offline wallet, and then you can move that into the bank from the offline wallet. But you know, when you go to fill out taxes and they want to know where funds come from and things like that, it gets kind of
crazy.
yeah, hairy. 775. Let's rechart this. 790. Yeah, it's the exact same chart as of right now, but let's just see if it... Yeah, okay. Oh, it just went up to 800.
Turn the lights off. Time to turn the lights off today.
34, huh? It's going to go down to 34. Keep telling yourself that. It's going to go down to 34. That's a possibility. Unless there's just a breath of volume. And there is a lot of volume coming into the market. If you look at those gray stripes right there, they're getting broader as the day progresses. That's a good sign. You always want to see more volume.
Yes. No bugs. Yes.
$35.8. Well, Crypto Kid said 34, and he put in a buy, a purchase.
Hey Crypto Kids, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be jumping into the price of Bitcoin, looking at a couple of different charts because, well, Bitcoin is seeing a reversal from the resistance line of this ascending triangle, and on top of that we can see here that there's actually a very strong correlation to another point in Bitcoin's past. Now we'll also look at a macro chart which is very bullish in the macro long-term scape, and finally, ladies and gents, we're also going to be jumping into some on-chain analysis and some more data, guys. So for all of that and much more, make sure to stay tuned until the end of this video. I had an awesome weekend, but now we're back to the charts. We're back to Bitcoin because Bitcoin is moving. Ladies and gents, I'm Crypto Kid, and let's jump in to the video. So first thing is first, I want to talk about Bitcoin, right? So let's talk about Bitcoin's price. Now, Bitcoin, we saw a break above this ascending triangle, and I took the risk of opening a long position with low leverage and a stop loss at around here. So I took that risk because really, if Bitcoin did break above, I did believe that $42,000 could be possible, even though that in the midterm we are expecting a little bit of a drawdown towards, towards a lower level, because we can see over here that I use 3-period moving averages, and they are from the 7, 30, and the 3, right? They make up a system called Consensio, and we can see here that the short-term moving average is starting to kind of swivel towards the downside, just like we saw back here on the 6th or the 30th of August in 2021, and that could lead towards a drawdown to very critical level of support, which then Bitcoin can continue pumping towards the upside.
Cheers,
so
brother.
I think the exact
Cheers,
same
everybody.
scenario is happening here. Bitcoin may have an intermediate drop towards the downside back to maybe not the 31, but potentially the 34K level, and I will show you why 34K is super important. And guys, remember, in the previous video, I opened a long position.
He's using it. He's saying it correctly.
$34,000. That's going to be like my...
I'm going to teach him how to say halving, too.
And I did that over on Bitflex. So guys, by the way, if you do want to be trading Bitcoin or crypto...
Pretty much, dude. He's pretty good. He's shockingly accurate. Him and Carl the Moon. Here, listen to what he says right here.
Bitcoin may have an intermediate drop towards the downside back to maybe not the 31, but potentially the 34K level. And I will show you why 34K is super important. And guys, remember, in the previous video, I opened a long position for $34,000. That's going to be like my very good entry point. And I did that over on Bitflex. So guys, by the way, if you do want to be trading...
So what that means is, if it doesn't go to 34, that money won't get spent, and he won't get in at that level. And he's going to have to pull that money out and make another bid at wherever it is. Like it's at 36.8. It might not go under 36.6. And then he's going to get fucked. But we're going to have to wait because there's a head and shoulders pattern forming right now. Go ahead.
Now you mean when you say he's going to have to pull out, you're talking about pulling his crypto out or pulling his money out?
His money, because he's got money sitting on that thing in USD or USDT in the form of USDC or USDT, which is a crypto, but it's chained to the dollar, so it's only 1-to-1 with the dollar, and that money will get spent as soon as Bitflex detects that Bitcoin hits that price. If it doesn't hit that price, the money's just going to sit there and wait, or if he's got a time limit on it, and then the money goes back into his USDC. It just opens up on his USDC account, or he can cancel it out. He can cancel out the purchase because it didn't get down there, or you can just wait and watch it and then make the purchase at that time. But he's doing it automated. That's why you see a lot of movement in the market, man, because so many people out there have these automated purchases and sales that are happening automatically at certain prices, you know, and you'll see just it's like there's people there doing it, but you know, a lot of times it's just the automated purchasing and selling off.
Now for the people that don't have a full Bitcoin, would it be smart to stake your crypto?
Well, yeah, staking your crypto is just putting it in a wallet where they have access to it, where whoever's staking it for you has access to it to make investments and get you APY, and they promise you a certain percentage APY for the for the privilege of holding your crypto for you. I don't know if Bitcoin staking is available. So if you've got Bitcoin, you can definitely transfer it to you can exchange it for Ethereum or Polygon Matic or any other kind of crypto that is stakeable, and hold it in one of those stakeable wallets, and then once it's in that wallet, put it into the stake portion of that wallet so it will start earning APY, which I do on several. I'm earning APY on all kinds of crypto.
And that's just like interest over time.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Yearly APY, just like in the bank. In the bank, but a lot more. It's a lot more than you get in a bank.
Right.
With a higher risk.
Yeah, banks don't give you hardly anything.
I know. Now they are, though. If you look at banks are starting to get competitive now. They have to, because people like me are pulling their money out of the banks.
That's crazy.
So yeah, he says 34,000 is where he's going to make his purchase at if it goes down. But that's how sure he is that he set that price. You know, so it's very easily on Cash App. They've got a notifier that'll send you a notification and tell you when Bitcoin hits like 34 or 7 or wherever you want to watch it from, you know, and turn on your app. It's a pretty cool feature. There's different apps will notify you. It's got a little bell. You just click the bell icon at the top of any crypto you're looking at. Edwin Sparks, cheers. Okay, right on.
Cheers.
Okay, let me see how many thumbs ups we got. We get to 20. Yes, 20 thumbs ups. Thank you. Thank you, Edwin Sparks. And whoever else gave me those thumbs ups and got me to 20. Crispy Cat, Trendy Drewski, Observer, Steve Running. Thank you all for the thumbs ups on Rumble. Yes, you got us to 20 thumbs ups. That might be a first in a long time right there. It's like a recent high. Okay, it's going to try to break out of where it is right now. This is very interesting. But if it doesn't, it'll just form a head and shoulders pattern, which is dangerous.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, you. Uh-huh.
Cheers, everybody. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, I'm like very interested in the daytime trading that people do. I've watched a bunch of videos where people, they buy in at a certain amount and then watch it the whole freaking day. See, you know what I mean? And then jump out when it peaks. You know what I'm saying? Quick little couple $100, $1,000. Pretty interesting how the stock market works like that. It's just, if you know your shit, it's literally like snatching money out of the air. You know what I mean? Like literally. I'm getting better at reading stuff just from watching, being on your show every day. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff that I didn't understand that you explained to me in words that I can understand versus me trying to listen to a bunch of people online, you know what I mean? Or watching a bunch of videos. Half these dudes are foreign. I can't even understand what they're talking about half the time, bro.
Right.
It's not no disrespect to anybody or anything like that.
Hey, no disrespect.
Hey,
no disrespect.
Trying to learn something here.
No disrespect. I just cannot understand you in your foreign language. Your languages are confusing to me. Your verbiages and your languages.
Verbiage.
I don't understand your cadence there, Palsy. You're confusing me.
Verbiage is definitely not there.
The bear ripped down my banana tree, but it's already shooting a leaf out from the center. A new leaf.
Life will always find a way.
Well, bananas always find a way, bro. Bananas are super strong. I mean, it's not like a cannabis tree. A cannabis tree, you get whacked like that, it ain't coming back. But these bananas, bro, they always come back. They're just... But the babies, they never get any bigger, and I don't understand. That's why I'm leaving them there, because I'm curious. Why are they still alive? They're in direct sunlight and producing these little tiny leaves, but they never seem to grow bigger. And I'm like, why aren't they getting any bigger? But they've been there for a year.
Have you tried to check to see what type of banana tree it is?
No, they're little baby bananas. They're cool. They're really sweet. I've grown them before.
What are they? The plantains? You talking about the plantains? They're like littler?
Oh, the plantain. Like the plantain. I do not know. I'm not sure.
We have banana trees growing on my house in the Philippines. My grandma.
Bro, my old house in this...
Man.
I've got an old house in this neighborhood where my recording studio was. You've been there.
Yeah.
You were there, right?
Yeah.
That fucking house has banana trees in the front yard, bro, that are insane. There's so many bananas. There's got to be like 100 banana trees in the front yard.
Yeah.
And they're all
cool
huge.
Too, when the bananas are all thick on the tree.
Yeah, bro.
Like
you're giving them away to the neighbors.
Ready.
I was just giving them away to people. Everyone's like, thank you. Oh, my God. Because the bananas are really good.
Yeah. Good for you.
But I gotta figure out why these little plants are just staying little. It's so weird.
Here, I'm gonna Google it right now. Let's find out. Okay, let's.
We had a bear come here 2 nights ago. Fucking bear visitations. Wrecked shit.
Oh wow, there's like a bunch of shit on this. Banana growing problems, fixing common banana tree issues. So this is like a issue. Oh wow. Okay, problems are so numerous, only a few. You got them straight in the ground,
Yeah.
or you got them in like a container?
Oh no, they're all in the ground.
They're all in the ground.
Yeah, sandy Florida soil.
Right. Okay. They're saying there's like you have to prune the shit out of them or something when they're small. Hold on, I'm like reading up on it.
Dude, bro, you know how many leaves I've taken off of those things? I've taken off every time. I mean, if there's a leaf that even starts looking brown or yellow, I cut it off. New one grows in, but they just never get big. They stay small. I wonder if I need to fertilize it with something.
Hold on.
If they need like a lot of nitrogen, or because
We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
the ones that are on the creek on both sides in indirect sunlight, they're huge and they're underneath the trees, and those do great. The ones I've had ones in direct sunlight that do good, but then the bear comes and wrecks them. Some of these are doing.
All right. It says removing any affected leaves to keep the fungus from spreading, taking over.
There's no fungus. The fungus is called bears. I got bear fungus. Hey, John Doe, what's up? Are the bears still moving or hibernating? Bears are here. The bears are here, bro. That's all I know.
All I can see about the leaf,
And they're bad
it
bears.
just says like when the banana plant is underwater, the leaves stop growing.
When they're underwater?
Yeah, it says when they're underwater, the leaves stop growing.
No.
Overwatering, banana plants are often stunted in growth.
Yeah, these aren't overwatered. They're not being watered right now, as a matter of fact.
Hold on. These look like your banana plants too.
Small.
It's the whole Drake, Florida too. Where I had before that chicken Okay. There's definitely not poor drainage in that shit, dude. That shit is sand.
No, bro, that's super good drainage. Water's gone as soon as it hits the ground.
Oh, okay. It needs compost every once in a while. Way down into this.
Ooh, I could give them compost tea. Yeah. That's a good idea.
Yeah. It says apply 2 inches of compost under the plant drip line every 1 to 2 months.
Okay.
And over time, the compost will work its way down into the soil, amending and improving its drainage.
Cool. We'll compost the fuck out of them.
It says don't use no mulch or under or nothing. Just leave it like, you know, like it's planted in the earth.
Yeah. Cool, man. I'll make my own. I got plenty of material out here to make compost with.
Yeah.
Shit.
It says you can even plant several banana plants in a mound together in what is known as a banana circle.
Yeah, they grow together. They grow nicely together. They do that. They sprout from the base of each other.
And you definitely get more than 6 hours of sunlight. Right?
Oh my god, yeah. Full sunlight.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. What color are the leaves when they're dying? The leaves. What are the colors you're seeing?
Yellow and brown.
Is it blotchy or is it the entire leaf is yellow?
Some of them it's the edge. Some of the edge leaves are yellow.
Some of the edge leaves are
Yeah,
yellow?
I can see on the little one over there. It's got just the outer edge of the leaves are turning yellow. All the other ones look healthy until they turn brown and die.
Right.
I just cut those off, which I need to probably go out there to do today. Let's go do some
Would
more
you
work.
say that leaves are dark green and then the rest, like you said the tips are yellow, right? It's like a dark green and then the tips are yellow?
Yeah, the tips are dead.
This is saying that it's an iron deficiency. So that
Hell yeah.
balanced fertilizer compost contains. Okay, so yeah, you can just give it some good fertilizer and some compost and you should be straight.
They're fertilized. I think those guys are fertilizing. I don't know. Maybe they're not. I gotta check. Yeah. All right, enough banana talk. I gotta go, guys.
Alright, bro.
All right, you take care, bro. Thanks for being on the show.
Yeah.
Everybody keep your eye on crypto. If it drops down to 36.6, it's a point of support, man. So watch it there. It could bounce up or down at that point. All right. Peace, everybody.